Hello.
Welcome to R-CADE's first ever Send Nudes podcast.
Why do you get to do the intro?
Because I watch and listen to more podcasts than you by far.
That's fair enough.
I listened to 2 on my way here this morning. This is a laid back podcast where you can listen to 2 idiots talk about garbage, news that's already irrelevant, and watch us play Super Bishi Bashi.
We can talk about stuff that's irrelevant in a different way and bring up new topics.
This is true. I think it's more like when people come to R-CADE, they get an opportunity to hear our stupid opinions. But not everyone can come to R-CADE every week, and so this is an opportunity for you, the people who aren't here, to hear our stupid opinions. So I have some gaming topics. I have some Christmas topics because it is the 14th of December. Next Sunday is our special Christmas event.
No, is it next Sunday?
It is next Sunday.
Oh my lord.
It is a week on Sunday.
Yeah, not this Sunday, but the week after, the 23rd.
So £15 gets you 3 hours of gaming, a lovely gift, and some fried chicken. But that's irrelevant. Today we're just going to talk about some stuff.
We got to plug what we can when we can.
You're right. We need to plug what we can when we can.
I finished my coffee.
Yeah, you finish it. I'll just drink my nondescript liquid. Because no free advertisement.
But like Sam said, a week on Sunday on the 23rd, we are going to be having 2 parties. We're going to have one early afternoon from 12 till 3 for the kids and all the families.
Hashtag for the kids.
Hashtag send kids.
No.
No, sorry. And then later on at night from 4 till 7, we'll be running an over 18s Christmas event. We're going to have a Christmas party. So we've got fried chicken, we've got Japanese Christmas cake, which is like a light sponge with cream and strawberries. That's especially for Akihito-san, the Japanese emperor. It's his birthday as well on the 23rd. And we'll be giving away loads of presents. We've got some really, really cool stuff. Some actually really, really, really cool stuff.
I hope I get one. I'm coming, by the way. I will be there.
Yeah.
And also, I'm going to put this out here right now for the 7 people that end up watching this. We've wanted to do this for ages, but we haven't done it, and I haven't said this to you yet.
Oh, no.
But this is a Sunday. I think this should be our first ever onesie Sunday. So come in onesies if you can.
We have been planning a onesie Sunday for a while, so it might be a good show.
I am going to be in a onesie, and I'm not even working that day. I'm just going to show up in a onesie.
Yeah, I might peek a onesie.
Onesie's cool.
I might Pikachu it up. I did that for the Comic Con after party. MCM Comic Con, that was good fun.
I'm not going to tell people what my onesie is. You need to show up to find out. But some people won't.
Although playing Guitar Hero drums in a Pikachu onesie was ridiculously sweaty.
It's also really depressing because you were like a deflated. Like Pikachu has been losing weight since the 1990s, and that is great. That's great for Pikachu. He's more svelte.
Wait, he's more athletic.
Yeah, but you wearing a Pikachu onesie, which is supposed to be nice and comfy and cuddly, but it was already like 2 sizes too big for you. It just looked like he lost too much weight.
Yeah.
Like Pikachu needed, I don't know, a health regime.
I'd spent the whole afternoon in a giant inflatable Pikachu suit at Comic Con, so I just wanted to be comfortable, and I was flying free inside my Pikachu suit, so it was good.
Do you want to get some Super Bishi Bashi and some topics that I have predetermined?
We're going to play some PlayStation 1, because of course the PlayStation 1 Classic was released, was it last week?
Spoiled one of my topics.
Sorry, I'm just, I'm trying to keep on topic. So we're going to play some PlayStation 1. We're going to play a game that wasn't added to the list, a classic which we feel of the many should have been on the PlayStation list. I learned about this
game about 20 minutes ago.
Okay, so I say we, I mean me, not Sam. It's cool, I can point that way and you're over there. Because we're on the screen, I forgot about that. Yeah, it's awesome.
This is new.
This is new territory. I mean, I've done live streams myself. I mean, you can check out some of the old arcade ones of me. I used to do Let's Play Retros. So I would pick a console and sort of a handful of games for that console, and I would play through them for a couple hours, and
but you didn't have me, and that's
the Sam wasn't there. Yeah. Oh, emergency services. There's some flashy blue lights. So, we're gonna play some Bishi Bashi Special from the PlayStation 1. So I'm gonna fire that up just now.
Wow,
if I can
really
find my
prepared.
cursor. There she is. Boom. Okay, so Sam's player 1. You're in control. Because I'm usually in control. That is a little loud, actually.
That's a little loud. You can turn it down if you want. It's the first one. People aren't expecting much from us.
It's a little loud, but it's not too bad.
Okay.
We'll just talk louder than the music. It's fine.
That's fine.
I had to turn it down.
I'm going. The guy who looks from Slam Dunk.
Can I be the
You're the girl with pink hair.
No, can I be the little pin-up girl, the bottom left?
I think
clearly
this is made in like the late 2000s.
Hugh Hefner's Japanese rejects.
That's really
He's got a little bunny thing going on
This
here.
is disturbing.
It is a little disturbing. Anyway.
Okay. Since you brought it up, it was going to be my second topic.
We're going to use it as first topic?
We can use it as first topic because we
Building
are playing.
climber!
Jesus
Sorry.
Christ. We are playing a PlayStation 1 game, and I need to learn the rules. Oh.
Oh. Left and right, or the shoulder buttons?
Yeah, it's left or right. Okay, so I need to do 9.2 seconds. Okay.
Alright, okay. So,
Okay, I'm not doing this well.
I got it. Oh no, he's way ahead. Why is it getting small? Oh man.
Okay, so that's one. PlayStation 1 Classic.
You lured me into false sense of security.
PlayStation 1 Classic came out last week,
It did.
and if you've been in the shop, you can see it behind us. Oh, you can't see it behind us right now.
No.
There's a Super Nintendo Mini.
The SNES Mini, yeah, I got that on release. Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You got two of those on release, and you sold one of them at retail.
Yeah, so I got them on release. A lot of people were hawking them for stupid prices because
Resale
obviously, obviously demand was so high they couldn't, Nintendo couldn't fulfill it. So I got two, one for the company, one for myself. The plan was to keep one at home as a collector's item for me, and the other one was to be in the shop for people to play. But I'm not really that bothered about, so I just got rid of one. But I sold it, I think, 2 weeks or a week after it came out, and I sold it for cost price, for basically retail price, because I don't want to take money out.
Which is a thing that I want to get into with these consoles. Particularly, so the first thing that happened with a lot of the Nintendo ones was they were hacked, they were chipped.
Yeah.
People added more games because obviously the capacity in those things was way bigger than the amount of games that was in it.
Yeah. So I have to distract them. Fix the burger straight up, so I have to move them left and right.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, it's usual stuff. So that's a thing that a lot of people were saying, right? That you had like a whole load of games that you could have added that they didn't, and average gamers were not average gamers. That's not the way I want to phrase that. People who consider themselves gamers weren't pleased with the fact that there was only 20 games and there could have been more games added, games that they would have rather seen. Wow, going 2 steps to one side is really hard in this game.
Oh!
Oh, never mind then.
Oh no!
Already
oh,
messing
she's
up.
sad already. Look,
Putting 20 games on when you could put more games on
True.
didn't please hardcore gamers, which is potentially like a negative phrase. Yeah, I got 2 at the end.
Did you get 2?
I got 2.
Damn.
Could disappoint hardcore gamers.
Good. You're not going to
But
please everybody to be fair.
You're not, but my point is going to be that a thing that I think has come up a lot, that gaming isn't niche anymore.
Okay, so we've grown up with gaming. Me personally, I've grown up with gaming all my life, so it's never been it's in the sort of mass, and in general public, it was niche back in the day, but with the advent of sort of, I think, 2 generations ago with like Nintendo Wii, and handhelds, for example, the DS, that sort
Game Boy
of
Advance,
that brought the advances of sort of video games into the mainstream, which it wasn't.
Which is why you've now got articles being released as of today saying video games on your phones are more important than they've ever been before.
This is true.
They
No,
have
it's not.
gone on leaps and bounds over the last year.
Again, it's down to the advances in technology and how affordable it is to own a high-end smartphone which can play pretty much anything.
But the point I'm trying to make is that the things like the PlayStation Mini and the SNES Mini and the PlayStation Classic, because it doesn't really matter what you call them, they're the same thing. PlayStation's copied Nintendo, whatever.
Just bash the buttons.
Just bash the buttons, I love that.
10 second one.
Okay.
I don't really appreciate the name of this one. Mechanical Pencil Basher.
My concern, not concern, but it's more for the average person. It's more appealing to an average consumer than it is to a gamer. Because for a gamer, you know the places to go. Don't get angry that we're tying. This is just showing that I'm at least competent.
I was beating him so much before when we were testing this earlier.
I know, I'm just like,
He was saving it for the live stream. So.
You get people who... Gamers know the best places to find the games they need.
Yeah.
If you want to have a classic PlayStation 1, it is billed as a PlayStation 1 classic. You can find one online and you can buy the games you want to play. You don't need to go for, well, PlayStation says these are the classics, I'm going to buy classics. Yeah. It's possibly cheaper to get a PlayStation Classic if those are the games you want to play, but it might be cheaper for a gamer who knows where to go and the best places to buy things and the value of the games they're looking to buy if they buy them on the internet or at second-hand stores, places where they can go and buy these games.
Okay. I mean, I've always been a supporter of the mini console.
Okay.
Down to due to the fact that it makes it more easily accessible for people who don't have the knowledge of where to get or where to
exactly what I'm
to
saying.
Use the classic consoles. What are we doing?
You have to stop in the middle. You can press any button.
Oh, okay. Ah, crap.
I'm already up 3.
Yep. Darn it.
But yeah,
really.
so you're agreeing with my point.
So I mean, the classic consoles, like I say, it also updates the classic stuff so that it works better with modern hardware.
A complaint that we get a huge amount is that there's no CRTs anywhere.
Yes, I mean, having to house CRT TVs in your house when you've got a lack of space is hard.
Yep.
And on top of that, you've got this flashy new LED TV, 4K, whatever, and if you put a classic console into it, it doesn't look right, it doesn't sound right. So, a HDMI upscaling update of that is a great thing.
This is the most first world problem I've ever been given. Not to call out this particular person. A gentleman came into the shop and was talking to me about he'd gotten old school N64, original N64.
Okay.
There are no nothing, no mini, no hack, just an N64, and he had a 50-inch curved TV that he wanted to put it into, and the problem he was getting into was that light guns wouldn't work.
Okay.
And not only would light guns not work, but he couldn't get it to look right.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't get it to look right on the curve. It would mess with the whole setup. So he had to bring it in not just to the size of a normal TV. Not just so that it was set up like it was a 40-inch flat screen, right? So there was no curve, but also the addition of having to shrink it even further so that it was a square, so that it would actually work and function properly.
Yeah.
Which I think, as you're saying, the mini consoles improve that to an extent.
They do.
Not the same amount.
And
you can't play light gun games.
Well, okay, so this is the issue I have with the PlayStation one, is that the Nintendo ones were done really, really well. Did you win the whole thing? Yeah.
I won. I won. I won 5-4.
You can start another one if you want.
Yeah, I can say.
So my issue with the PlayStation one, the Nintendo ones were done really well. The interface is beautiful. The games are really well represented. The games lists are good, and they cover most bases. There's a nice mix of different genres, and just the whole package as a whole, Nintendo did really well with what they put together, and that's what Nintendo do. They are really solid in terms of what they put together.
Okay.
The Sony one just felt rushed and horrible. The games
But why was that rushed and horrible?
Because
they saw the success of Nintendo.
And they had to jump on it. And Sony have a history of doing that. That's questionable. There's certain things. A lot of people question, say for example, Wiimotes in the PlayStation Move, because they're basically the same thing. However, there's reports that Sony was already sort of working on that kind of stuff at the time. Anyway, regardless, the Sony one, from what I've not tried one firsthand yet, but from what I've seen online and from reviews, etc. Are you just totally whipping me now because I'm talking?
No, I'm just. It's in my line of sight.
What are we doing?
We're identifying the dice with the highest number.
Oh.
By using. Oh,
nope,
I was wrong.
That was wrong.
There you go.
I
was wrong.
So.
What was that? Oh, I missed.
Oh my god!
I don't know.
Numbers
Doing
wrong
some
that dice.
weird thing. Okay, you destroyed me. Indeed.
So, yeah, the PlayStation one, from what I've seen online, is really rushed. It's really shoddily made. The interface sucks, frankly, and again, going back to what you were saying about hacking it, it literally took somebody one day, less than 24 hours, to plug a keyboard into it, press the escape key, and get into the settings menu for the emulator that's preloaded.
Question for that is: do you think that it's been made that simple by PlayStation because they know that's the only way people are going to buy it?
because of what happened with the Nintendo one.
Because they knew that that's what people did with Nintendo. They didn't. You were right. The games list was poor.
Yeah.
Most people agree. The games not poor, but there were so many classics that were left out in space of things that people were like, really that? Do you think that they just went, well, people are going to buy it and put put emulators on it anyway? We might as well make it so obvious we don't care and so easy to change that it doesn't matter what we do. It does not matter what we do. People are going to buy it. They're going to hack it. They're going to do whatever. Just like they did to Nintendo, because they're following the same model.
Possibly. I think on top of that, it wasn't timed right either. Nintendo did
what, for Christmas?
No, Nintendo did an 8-bit console and then a 16-bit console with the NES and the SNES. And PlayStation have done it with the PS1, which is a 32-bit console.
Okay.
And I just don't think that it's old enough yet to have that breadth of nostalgia that the Nintendo stuff does.
But talking about nostalgia, you were talking about bad interface, poor menu setup and things like that. Does that matter to the average consumer who this is built for? The reason you can resell the Nintendo Minis and stuff, the reason you can sell it for 5 times the original value to some people, is because it is again a culture of having and have-notting, and it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It just matters.
It does.
To people who don't care, to people who aren't real gamers.
Yeah,
real games for real gamers.
But the problem is now with social media and the internet and everything being so well connected, as soon as one person knows something isn't good, it spreads like wildfire, and it's quick to, everyone's quick to jump on it and go, no, this should be so much
But
better.
Not when people have invested in the idea. But I do think it's different. It's different with PlayStation.
On top of that, the price point being £20 more than the Nintendo consoles was stupid as well. If Sony had released it at $69.99, the same as the Nintendo ones when they came out, what on earth is she doing?
Trying to go.
What are we doing?
Why are we jumping right to side? I don't know.
I think we're just jumping side to side.
We are just jumping. It's shuttle runs. Yeah. But a last thing I want to say on this, right? PlayStation Minis. I don't know how it's sold. I'm assuming it's sold out. It's 100% sold out.
No. It's not
no,
sold out.
is it sick?
There's loads left on the shelves.
But is that right? But is that a case of PlayStation saw the demand for Nintendo and assumed that there would be the equal demand, or they just haven't put a setup?
They've been totally lambasted over the internet and nobody wants to buy it.
Okay.
So they managed to get, and again, it's down to pre-order culture too, which is horrible. They managed to get a certain amount of pre-orders, and a lot of people were hooked in that way, with the hype, and it didn't deliver, and that hit them hard when it did come out, because then people, in terms of waiting for it to see if the hype lived up to the hype,
found out
smarter people, they ended up not buying it.
Preach to people, pre-ordering is bad.
Pre-ordering is always bad.
Shout out to Robert.
Never pre-order anything.
Shout out to regular Robert / David.
No, just don't pre-order anything. It's stupid.
But he's getting a free bag.
Okay.
Pre-order. He's getting a free canvas bag.
Pre-order if you want, but be smart about it. I pre-ordered the PlayStation VR before it came out. I pre-ordered the PlayStation VR 9 months before its release. And I had the option. I didn't pay any money for my pre-order. It was a free pre-order, and I had the option of cancelling it up until 30 days before release. But what I ended up doing was Sony had a PlayStation VR event in Glasgow City Centre at Buchanan Galleries, and I went up to that, and I think that was a month and a half before the release. Actually, no, I think it was a week, and I still had up until a week before to cancel my pre-order. But I first-hand tested the PlayStation VR so that I knew what it was going to be like before it came out.
That is a really specific example.
But yeah,
if you want to play Fallout 76, there's no.
You get on the beta.
Who gets on the beta?
You get beta access normally when you pre-order, but you have to put money down to pre-order, and that's where it's stupid. Yeah, it is stupid. So if you're going to pre-order, don't pay any money for it. Before your pre-order comes through and before you are obliged to pay that money, go and see if you can get a hand on and test whatever it is you're going to pre-order, so that you know 100% for sure whether or not you want it. And I did want the PlayStation VR after testing it, so I went through with my pre-order because I was smart about it. If you just pre-order something because you're caught up in the hype and you've had every other edition of that thing beforehand. Don't. It's just you're basically just giving companies money for nothing.
Why I gave up on Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
Again, something we'll talk about later. The last thing I want to say on this conversation of PlayStation Minis
Yep.
and Super Nintendos and Nintendo Entertainment Systems had to go to London 2 weeks ago. Was in Gatwick, and it was Dixon's or whatever it was. Whatever the
Dixon's still a thing. Curry's, I think it is.
Curry's is closed as well. Whatever the electronics store they have in Terminal 4 of Gatwick was Super Nintendo and NES Minis in droves just sitting there.
Yeah.
So everyone out there who might end up watching this video who did spend 5 times, I get it, 100% get it, but they have totally gone back on that and they've just started mass producing them, and you can get them for £68 or whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean the funny thing was
Nintendo,
with the NES one, originally Nintendo said it would be a limited run. They would manufacture them up until the end of 2015, 2016, whenever they came out.
2017.
No, I think it was 2016 for the NES Mini.
SNES was 2017.
Yeah, the SNES was a year later. They said they would mass produce them until the end of that year, and in December they would stop, and it would be a limited edition unit. And then when the demand was so high, Nintendo then went back on that, and I think it was 2 or 3 months later started producing it again because there was people asking for it. That's fair enough. If there's a demand for it and people want it, cool. And Nintendo was smart about it because they sold them at this price, didn't make enough of them, and then demand was high. That's how you do it. That's the way consumerism works. People should just be patient and just wait until they can actually get a hold of one that's actually been produced by Nintendo. But yeah, they're not limited edition
anymore
by any means.
And even if something's listed as limited, going to a personal thing, obviously, because I'm an idiot who likes clothing and shoes and stuff. There was a event in California that was like a Comic-Con-esque thing for clothing and shoes and streetwear and fashion. And Jordan Brand released a shoe there, and they were like, it is a Complex Con exclusively at Complex Con this weekend.
I think he's talking to me.
I'm talking to Cam. Exclusively at Complex Con this weekend. This weekend is the only time you can get it. A week later, releases on the Nike website, releases on their app for shoe releases, because it was early exclusive, technically. That's how they get around it. Moving on. Conversation. Because that has taken us 22 minutes to talk about the PlayStation 1 Mini.
Attention!
What are we doing?
It's 3 of the displayed, so you have to stop it.
No,
on the faces.
Okay, fine.
You can do it whenever you want within the time limit.
Okay.
Start and select buttons don't count. So
Okay.
any buttons apart from start and select.
Okay, to stop.
Do
Okay.
you get to move them left and right?
No, you just stop.
You just stop.
Any button makes it stop.
Model face, okay. Jeez, oh. Missed it.
So what I will add, not what I will add, on the conversation of PlayStation, and I mentioned Assassin's Creed earlier, I want to talk about something that happened last week and that people already don't care about. I finished 4 seconds before you. People already don't care. Actually, it was 5.94 seconds. More than 4. People already don't care about this. We've already moved on, but there's an aspect to this that I didn't realise that I want to talk about.
Okay.
The Game Awards happened last week.
They did. You missed everything with the Game Awards. I woke up that morning at 7 a.m. and obviously the Game Awards had been at like 2, 3 in the morning, and I woke up with just a barrage of news.
But have you talked to anyone about this news?
I have a few
the
things. I mean, I even posted up on the Facebook about on our personal Facebook page on R-CADE's one, Mice Paradise, about Crash Team Racing.
Coming back.
Just eat them all. Rotate with the directions. So
There's something really specific I want to talk about though. That I don't know if you'll have talked to anyone about.
Okay, go for it.
What won Game of the Year? Do you remember?
God of War.
God of War won Game of the Year. This is correct.
Where's the little black one? Oh no, we're stuck in the thing.
Don't talk about the little black one.
God
God of War won Game of the Year. Do you know what else was on the list?
I assume Fortnite.
Nope, Fortnite was not on the list. The list for Game of the Year, as according to the Game of the Year awards, was God of War, the eventual winner, Marvel's Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4. Is it just... Okay.
Yeah, we just had some lag. It's okay.
Time up. Straw pen. God of War, which eventually won.
Yep.
Marvel Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay.
Monster Hunter World.
Yep. That's fair.
And Celeste.
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 Okay.
So the first four are. Sorry, I also missed out Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'll say the first four. It's one of those things where I loved Assassin's Creed, but it doesn't matter. The first four, God of War, Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption, Assassin's Creed, are all AAA titles.
Yep.
Three of them are not even three of them. Yeah, three of them are massively open world in God of War, which eventually one had quite a good story progression and battle combat system and things like that. People said it was really good. Monster Hunter World, I have heard not a huge amount about. We've played this one, folks. Not heard a huge amount about it, but I have heard.
I played the beta.
I've heard about it. I heard it's pretty good.
It's
maybe doesn't deserve to be on that list.
It's not as good as the classic ones, but it's still good. It's a solid game.
But what I will add is Celeste is the one that jumps out to me, and as it did to you,
because
it is one that you've not heard of.
Yeah.
Do you know what the game is at all? Had you heard anything about it?
No.
No. Celeste is a platformer.
Okay.
Celeste is a platformer with a story based around a young girl fighting her personal demons and development, and it's apparently got a really good score. It's got a great story with great character progression, but
I feel like I have heard of it, but yeah.
It's an independent game that was made during a game jam.
Right.
A 4-day game jam that was eventually made into a full-scale game. Thanks for moving my camera, if anyone wants
Because
that.
you keep slapping the bar.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here is my thing with it. I think when you look at Celeste, an indie game, love indie games, and indie platformers continue the progression of things like Super Mario, all these games that we make money off of, not make money off of, but is our business and is what people grew up loving. Platformers, indie developers are continuing that style. But it jumps out compared to God of War, compared to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, compared to... That's mean. Compared to...
Sorry, I'm not sure.
I think it's a computer.
Oh!
That's fine.
That's good.
It's against 3 open world games and 2 major properties that have come before it.
I know.
It is a platformer. And here's what I'm going to say to you that might annoy people that watch this or listen to this, and might annoy you. I don't think a platformer can ever win Game of the Year again.
Again.
Or ever. I don't know if it has before. I'm going to be honest, I haven't done my research on this. But I don't think it can win Game of the Year from now on.
Why?
Because you said earlier today, one of our customers was playing Street Fighter 4 on the Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know when that game came out?
Street Fighter 4, the original or the updates? The
The
original?
one for the 360.
2008.
2007, 2008, I can't remember. I looked up earlier.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what your comment was about that game when it was on?
Has a very anime.
You said it's like an anime, you can just sit back and watch it.
Yeah, I mean,
As well
cutscenes.
as
Yeah, as well as
playing
play it.
games.
Yeah.
But that makes it multimedia. And that's just a game from 10 years ago.
Okay.
Whereas the complaint with Red Dead Redemption is it's too realistic.
Okay.
People have complained about that. People have said they're literally a Polygon article talking about the best games of the year. Red Dead Redemption 2, too realistic. God of War, as I said, amazing story, plus gameplay features, plus cinematics that had people intrigued. Celeste, great story.
Mm-hmm.
Platformers don't have cinematics. Platformers, while being fun to play, don't encapsulate every aspect of it that you need. And I don't think a platformer can win Game of the Year from now on. If you have open world games like this that are continuing to exist.
Okay, I know, but God of War won.
God of War did win.
It won Game of the Year.
It did.
What would you class God of War as in terms of?
So this is where my terrible knowledge of gaming comes into place. That I can't
Put in
actually.
the code and press X when it comes up. 4.
Oh, it glitched
6,
on me.
4. I went the long way. 9.
Okay.
Oh wait, to do it again. Yeah. So, God of War
Go
is.
this way.
Why want to go past 0?
It won't let you go past 0 because
I
that's
need to
not.
go the other way around?
Yeah.
That's stupid. God of War is an open world,
Okay, I lost.
third-person action-adventure game, I would say. See, I have this issue. So I have so many games on my PlayStation, my Xbox, digital games anyway,
Yes.
that I try to organise them into folders. However, I have the issue of trying to classify or put games into a certain genre.
And you can't do that with certain
I can't
games.
do it.
With
There's
God
so
of
many
War.
games that cross between genres that it's hard to organise everything into separate folders.
And are those the best games? are games that cross genre, that go from being awesome cutscenes to fun gameplay to engaging story to maybe platforming elements. Are those
1-1.
are those the best games?
No.
No.
I don't know. A game can be defined by storyline, it can be defined by graphical fidelity, it can be defined by just straight up gameplay, whether it be single player or multiplayer or online. There can be so many factors that can lift a game from being run of the mill to being absolutely phenomenal. Again, it's a tough one because a game's a game at the end of the day. Whether or not you sit, like you were talking about Street Fighter, if you sit and watch it like it's an anime, fair enough, but you still got some interactivity there.
Yes.
Something like, say, games have always been like this. Games have sort of tread on visual media in terms of film and television in the past as well, and they still do it to this day, where you get games that are literally just interactive cutscenes, where for the most part it's a cinematic, and then you occasionally jump in and make some small decisions or make some sort of consequence. Take for example Detroit Human.
Okay.
The latest game from what studio is it? I can't remember. Same studio that did Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls. Detroit Human is very much just one long cinematic movie that you jump through and you investigate, you pull out clues, but at the end of the day, your decision changes where the storyline goes, but all you're doing is just picking up clues and then moving to the next part and then interviewing this person and changing that thing. It is just an interactive movie.
Okay.
But it's still
Which
a
is
game.
what I was going to say about The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Was the thing that came to mind when talking about it. And I did some cursory research. I could be totally wrong. Let me know if I'm totally wrong. My Twitter is SamDunker11. Just scream at me that I'm an idiot. Cursory research. It did not get a Game of the Awards Game of the Year. It did get Game Awards. It did get a Game of the Year award from other places, but it didn't get a Game Awards Game of the Year, which most people consider to be the benchmark for the industry. That's the one that people want to see stuff from.
That is a big one.
So I think that you need to have multiple elements, because most people said the gameplay was lacking, and not only was the gameplay lacking, but Last of Us.
And Last of Us.
People said it was more like a movie. The point I'm trying to get, we've totally gone off. I genuinely just don't think anything.
You don't think a platformer.
At its core being a platformer.
Do you think specifically platformers or anything that is a singular genre?
I think singular genre is going to struggle, but platformers specifically don't have enough. It's a platformer, and it's going against, you are an assassin in ancient Egypt. You are a man in the Old West. You are a literal god. Like, you can't go from admittedly indie darling, wonderful girl coming to terms with her own internal demons through a big journey. You can't compare that to God becoming a dad and slaying other gods.
No, I mean,
and that's a story thing, but you can compare those as important stories, but not when you add girl coming to terms with her own identity, jumping up and down on things. Does that sound bad? That sounds bad.
really bad.
Versus God killing other gods with cinematic things that are considered graphically amazing. Cinematics on top of gameplay that people still think is great.
Again,
and it's going to be a struggle it's going to be a struggle. Maybe not never, but an honest to goodness old school platformer is going to really, really struggle with Game Awards in the future.
It brings into question what's the criteria for Game of the Year? What do the judges look at?
You could ask that of any award.
You could ask that of any movie or TV award for that matter, or even a music award, a mobile, anything. Well,
I'm just interested that your music awards, like the MOBOs specifically.
I don't know why MOBOs.
I know one of the categories.
Dodge the obstacle, okay?
I know one of the categories for the MOBOs. You have to be
circle to jump.
Anything to jump.
Oh, anything to jump.
Anything. Oh no, just jump with
Well,
circle and move.
circle and then left or right. Okay.
This guy's really going for it. Oh my god, that's a boulder.
What?
I don't think we can win. Why is this
Where's
turned
the
into
rocket?
Why is this turned into Takeshi's castle?
Because it's Japanese and it's Fundabar. Oh, chickens! Stay away from the chickens.
I thought those were.
Oh no,
birds.
the cat got me. How did the cat get me?
Oh, that's a.
I'm diving.
bowling ball.
Oh no!
Anyone played FIFA recently? Is this what it's
Danger,
like?
danger, 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 danger! I can't avoid that one.
Okay, so
jump, jump! No! Oh, I hit the danger.
Oh, this is garbage.
This is awesome.
I'm so out.
Are you out already?
I'm out.
I can make this.
Okay, you can keep
Oh my
going.
god! Come on!
Can I distract you by
Oh,
asking
come on.
you follow-up questions?
Rockets, wood.
I just need
everything.
a simple yes or no from you for this one.
Okay, go for it.
Do you agree with that statement that it's going to be hard at least?
It'll be hard. Okay.
That's not to say we don't like platformers. Mario is one of the first games I ever played. So, New Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo DS was one of the first
Have
games
you
I ever
looked at
played.
the history of who's won the Game Awards
No.
over the years?
I was going to save that for
I'm
when
gonna
we do
check
this
this
again
out right
next
now.
year, and I was going to see what you
Can
which
you guys
ones you
see
thought
Twitch
deserved.
chat? Apparently I can. Paul's waving at you. Wave back. Hi Paul. I know. 1 minute. I'm gonna get the Twitch chat up because obviously we're live on Twitch.
I mean, one thing I'd say is yes, we're live on Twitch, but this is going to turn into a podcast, and so I'm male and reacting to people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, yeah, if you got things you want to say,
Stream chat,
otherwise
here
you
we
just
go.
listen to us.
I can't see the stream chat before, but I can see it now. So if you want to say anything, then go ahead. Anyway, so previous Game of the Year winners. Game Awards, sorry.
Game of the Awards, Game of the Years.
Game Awards.
I know I keep rubbing my nose. I don't know if anyone's mentioned that, but I'm going to mention it. Screw you. It's winter.
Oh, hello, Stone Age. Thanks for joining us. Right, so Game Awards. Just to see which games have won the awards over the years.
Okay.
Just to see.
This is probably where it gets exposed that Last of Us won every award at Game of the Year. And I'm just sitting here like, yeah, I just don't think you're going to be able to do it with a one-dimensional kind of game.
So they've been running since 2014. Game of the Year 2014 was Dragon Age Inquisition, which is a game I adore. I've played
Dragon Age series is
a
pretty good.
lot of hours into Dragon Age Inquisition, I have to say. Let's see what
You
else.
were working at Sainsbury's. You need a release.
2015 it was The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Yeah, that's one that's got, people have said, good gameplay plus a good narrative and cutscenes.
2016
Last of Us.
no, it was Overwatch.
I think that wins because of how ingrained people got into that community.
Okay.
I think there's something to be said for, with Overwatch, it wasn't just it's a fun shooter. It was, look at all these characters that I can delve further into.
Yeah.
I mean, this totally points out my frame of reference for life, but the one thing that was mentioned a huge amount with regards to Overwatch was images and imagery of some of the female characters from Overwatch leaked prior to the release of the game.
Yeah.
And there was immediately pornography made of it. Like
Do we have to take this down this route?
we don't need to take it, but I'm saying like there was more of a community like connection to that. The
Yeah.
Last of Us is people saying it's good, but you've not got anyone going like, oh my god, the characters are so amazing.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Like to the same extent that you have a bank of characters in Overwatch. So while that probably contradicts my statement that one-dimensional games are going to struggle, the second and third and fourth dimensions of Overwatch come in fan base interaction and expansion of the world and communication with the audience, which again, struggling in the modern world as much as social media is going to help. An indie developer making a platformer is going to struggle.
Okay. 2017, by the by,
Okay.
because I didn't get to that one, was Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Open world story arc.
No,
based.
I mean, looking at the past 4 years, traditionally it's been an RPG.
Yeah.
Some sort of open world RPG game. Obviously, Breath of the Wild, Dragon Age Inquisition, and Witcher 3.
God of War.
Being the main
God of
three.
War doesn't count as
God
open
of War
world.
doesn't have RPG elements.
Which is
It's
why
more...
talking about this, you'd be super surprised Red Dead Redemption didn't win.
True,
but people are happy about that.
I think Red Dead Redemption didn't really. It released late in the year.
Do you think that that's counter recency bias? Like people are too much in their heads about it and going. Not that I've not played either of these games. I'm gonna be honest, but do you think that's people just going? It came out too recently. I can't like this game, or I can't say it's the best game ever because it's too recent. Even though people completed it in a day.
Again, it's a politics thing. Rockstar don't care about awards or plaudits. They know. Knock off all the cars left and right. Okay. Move forward with triangle. Ooh.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Yeah. So it is. Get off the thing. Oh no.
Oh, I fell.
Am I out already?
Oh, we both fell.
I'll come back in. Oh, I come back in. Okay. I keep hitting a button to brake,
I
but I don't have a brake button.
You don't have a brake. You just have to let
so
go.
fast. Oh my god. We knocked anybody
I
off
fell.
yet?
No, I suck at this game. Oh,
I got one.
no! I just keep. This for some reason reminds me of GTA 4. Talking about these games.
The top-down view.
It's not.
Sorry, that's
no.
GTA.
It's, for some reason, I get flashbacks to driving cars off the top of buildings. Yeah, open world RPGs for forever.
Yeah,
now,
I mean,
unfortunately, there's too much in them. It's too much movie, film, music. The fact that they're getting music awards for soundtracks.
Yeah.
That GTA 5 had a huge. That didn't win Game of the Year or anything either.
That's what I'm saying.
Actually, but that came out. To put it in this perspective, GTA 5 came out before Game of the Year awards existed.
Yeah, when did that come out?
2013, because it's at least 5 years
2013,
old.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, the funny thing is, like I say, Rockstar don't care about awards.
I'm not saying they do. I'm just saying.
I mean,
they're going to win them.
If Rockstar had pushed back the release of Red Dead Redemption to this month, December, or even November,
I'm saying I think it should
they
be
wouldn't have
earlier.
made the cut-off, and therefore they'd be considered for the year
I see.
after, right? Which is what a lot of games did. For example, God of War came out
February,
so late, early in the year.
I believe it's February. I could be wrong.
Traditionally, Rockstar have always released their stuff October, November, end of the year, and that's because they don't give a crap about awards and that kind of stuff. So I don't think they were bothered about winning or losing that, and again that speaks to what they care about. It's not about awards. It's more about making the most realistic game they can at this point in time.
700 voice actors.
Yeah.
I think just I don't know.
There's a lot of talk going around about GTA 6 now, and I'm just like, it's not going to happen. They've just released Red Dead Online. That's going to be their main focus for a while. They're still
They're
running
going to turn
GTA
that.
5 online.
I don't think that's going to work.
Nah.
I don't think that's a total, like, we can talk about this in a different Send Nudes podcast, but I fully do not believe that Red Dead Online is going to go to the same heights that GTA.
It won't
Online
hit
did.
the same heights as GTA. No way in hell. That's because of the customization, and it took the release of GTA on PC.
Oh,
Right,
I skipped
skip that because I don't know what we're doing. Right, so we want burger.
There we go.
Burger, lettuce.
Oh, I messed up.
Yep, I got it. Burger, lettuce, burger.
Oh no, I missed that one.
Burger, lettuce, burger, tomato, lettuce. Burger, lettuce, burger, tomato, lettuce.
Oh, I messed that one up so bad.
Tomato. Oh, I pressed the wrong one straight away. Burger, lettuce, tomato, burger. You got it. Burger, tomato, lettuce, burger.
Oh,
Burger.
Oh, this is my favorite kind of burger.
Come on. I was too quick for the thing.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I pressed that. Okay.
No, wrong one. There's no lettuce on that burger. Burger, tomato, burger.
Oh,
lettuce,
no, there's
burger.
no tomato. It's lettuce.
Yeah. Burger, tomato, burger, tomato.
There you go.
Dang it. Burger, lettuce, tomato.
I like that you can start this before. Oh, what?
I can't start before the thing goes.
Anyway, last thing on this. NU Super Mario Bros. New Super Mario Bros. In 2020 is not going to win any game awards.
Because it would be the same game as the last two anyway.
But Cyberpunk will win.
2077?
Cyberpunk's going to win Game of the Year.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Cyberpunk is going to win Game of the Year.
Right,
if we
okay,
look at
so
this. I don't want to have a conversation about this. This was just the last thing I'm saying.
No,
I'm
I
saying
have mixed
Cyberpunk's gonna
feelings about Cyberpunk 2077. So
we can talk about it in a different one. We'll talk about it in a different one. I'm
No,
just saying it's
no,
going to
I
win.
just
I'm
wanna
just
put a
telling.
quick
I'm just
word on
telling you right now, a year in advance. I'm going to tell you it's going to release next year and it's going to win Game of the Year. It's going to have 1 million voice actors and you're going to have customizable hair.
I was hyped as hell. I'm half hyped, but I wasn't disappointed in Witcher 3. But I don't know. I think I'd just come off the back of, what are we doing? that way.
Oh.
No, right, okay, you have to figure out where it's going to go. It's going to go down and then there. It's going to fall down, you've got to... you've got... tricked you. There.
That's not fair.
This one's good. No, it's going to... Oh, no. Nicely played. Still going to go there.
Damn it.
Unless they move... No, it's going to go in there. Come on,
I have no idea what's
man.
going on.
That was evil. That one. No, you got there.
I got there first.
There.
That's not... I got there before you.
Oh no!
Still
It's the
gonna
same
be
as the
there.
last one.
Still gonna be there.
No, it's not. It's going to be there.
I put it in the wrong side. Okay. Moving on. We're moving on.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm hyped for Cyberpunk 77, but at the same time, because of Witcher 3, I'm probably pulling back a little and saying I'm not that hyped.
I'm telling you, it's not going to release next year. It's going to release in
No.
5 years, and it's going to be in some
CD
brain
Projekt
implanted
Reds.
chip, and I'm not going to. It's going to
Whatever.
be accessible. We're going to move on.
Last subject.
No, we've got a couple of subjects.
Okay.
But they're going to be quick ones. They're quick ones.
Okay.
It is December 14th. Next Sunday is going to be our Christmas special.
Right. Okay. We touched on that earlier.
Yeah, we touched on that already, but it's Christmas time. So I have a couple of Christmas questions for Andrew.
Oh, are you going to quiz me?
Not quiz you. I've got questions about Christmas.
About Christmas?
About Christmas with you. Just let me talk.
Okay.
The first, I've got two, but we can talk about other things afterwards. Oh, it's this one again. I love this one. What is your favourite Christmas time drink? Because I was thinking about this earlier. Like, because hot
Specifically,
cocoa.
drinks that you only get at Christmas.
No, drinks that you like to drink in winter. By the way, I'm winning. Drinks that you enjoy drinking in winter. I'll wait for you as well.
0.3.
Drinks that you like drinking in the dead of winter when it's nice and cold outside and you're indoors. Is it hot cocoa? Is it a caramel macchiato latte, which you can buy for £1.50 at R-CADE in one of our special R-CADE mugs? Shout out Sean.
So this changed quite recently, actually, with the advent of Tim Hortons in Glasgow. I have now decided that French vanilla or
Did you say
hot
French
vanilla is my new favourite hot drink.
Really?
Yeah.
Overall?
It used to be hot chocolate, a good hot chocolate, but that's changed. It's now a vanilla drink, hot vanilla, French vanilla.
Okay, French vanilla. Okay. I mean, I didn't say hot drink. Mine's is Diet Coke with ice cubes.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. There's something about being indoors when I'm nice and
Ew.
warm and it's cold outside. I'm like, yes, Diet Coke and ice cubes. That is my thing.
Is that 3? Is that 2-1?
2-1 to you.
2-1 to me. Should we just do one more?
We can do one more if you
Yeah,
want.
go for
Like I say, I have one more topic.
Oh, Michelle followed us. Thanks, Michelle. Awesome.
This is the last topic I've got.
Okay.
But we can talk about other things.
Can I go Monkey Boy this time?
You go
please?
Monkey Boy.
Monkey
I'm gonna
Boy.
go Weird Thumb Guy.
This weird little monkey dude.
Last topic. Favorite.
I'm being the monkey guy.
Jeez. Favorite / best / most important or impactful Christmas gift you've ever had.
Wow.
I know that's a big question to just dump on you,
Wow.
but I quite quickly worked mine out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because my first thing was I have no idea what I've had for Christmas. I know I've only been alive for 19 years. 19 years as of last
Why
week.
have you... What is that, Michelle?
I don't want to know.
I don't know. It's some weird little...
Oh, have we got emoticon things?
On the Twitch stream.
I don't have the Twitch stream
There's
up.
a Twitch chat.
It's someone crying in red.
I know. Why are you crying?
Anyway.
Are you ill? Is this to signify you're not well?
Maybe she's just delighted to see us.
I don't know.
Okay.
No, you keep talking. Your most impactful gift.
Actually, I've just remembered another thing I got. I can't remember most of the gifts I've had for Christmas, which is just purely a idiot millennial thing.
Okay.
I do remember just off the top of my head. This is not the one I'm talking about.
It is because she's ill.
A remote control, 6-legged walking robot bug that could fire darts out of its back when it opened up its wings. That was pretty it broke pretty quickly, but that was kind of awesome. It would just walk and then it had you could open up the back and it would fire. Also Nerf guns, which I forced my aunt to play with.
Okay, I have a surprise for you, and everyone on the internet can see this too. We have a plethora. Oh, that's just sneaking into the screen now. We have a myself, Michelle, and our son Yoshi. We personally have a massive, not massive, but a collection of Nerf guns. Michelle was gonna give them away, and I went. So I'm gonna bring them into the shop, and if anyone wants an impromptu Nerf war.
Oh, hold on. So this is only for people who watch the Twitch stream or listen to the podcast that we eventually put up on YouTube. Give them a code word.
A code
that
word.
they have to say when they come up to the bar if you want to have a Nerf gun.
A trigger word?
No, just
Is that too close to the bone?
trigger word is gross sounding.
Trigger.
Give them your anti-safety word.
My anti-safety word.
It's got to be something that like I was
How do
gonna
you
say.
know my anti's called safety.
I was gonna say watermelon, but people could just come in and say, "Can I get a watermelon?"
Okay,
randomly?"
no.
And
Okay,
shoot them in the
we'll
face.
make it watermelon, but you have to say it. Watermelon. You have to
Oh,
say
like
it
for the-
specifically, like
Watermelon.
yeah. What's his
But
name?
not from a conversation about that. You have to just turn to us and go,
No,
"Watermelon."
it has to be separate. It has to be a
Yeah,
separate
I used to-
sentence, completely separate from anything else you're saying. You can't be talking about the videos online. You've seen them. So if you say watermelon, that will instantly initiate a Nerf fight. A Nerf
Bring your own.
gunfight.
Just don't walk in with a giant cannon; it'll scare the kids.
I've got the shotgun, which has 8 rounds. It fires them off in 2s. It's a pump action
I'll
shotgun as
find
well.
mine. I'll find mine.
I got that one specifically for me. I think it was part of the zombie range, if I remember rightly.
This is zombie range.
So yeah, I'm gonna bring the box of Nerf guns in. They'll be in the shop. I don't know how many bullets we have left because you know what they're like. They just fly everywhere and get lost.
We'll just start putting springs in there.
But if someone says the word watermelon, that will instantly instigate a Nerf war.
I'm good with this.
Okay.
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 The actual answer to the question I posed 3 minutes ago.
Oh, my answer.
No, well, my answer.
Okay.
Because I said that the robot bug thing was cool because I just remembered I got that for Christmas one year.
Right.
But my actual... This isn't my favourite. I do not think this is my favourite. I'm sure there are things that I have liked much more.
Right.
Overall. But probably the most impactful, Xbox 360 Elite.
Excuse me. Jump for the meat.
Okay, I mean, you just sort of went over. Why is that my guy?
Press button when hitting the ground.
It's...
What button? Any button?
Any button's okay. I just told you that, Andrew. If you would like wait and
alright,
read.
okay. Sorry. 10 minutes, 23 seconds. Alright.
Oh,
Ready?
both
Here we go. Boing, 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 boing. Oh, down. You have to press a specific button.
No, you have to press any button. It's just
No,
gotta
there's
be.
a button there. I think the timing is off of this because we're streaming at the same time, so it's screwing up the. No.
It's so dumb.
Oh, almost made it. Yeah. No.
So who wins? Is this
Are
how...
you kidding me?
Oh,
I was
fine.
like one jump away.
You... Oh, I got a score of 2.
Yeah, you beat me so far.
You went over
What?
what I was saying.
Sorry.
Xbox 360 Elite.
Why'd you give him first place? Xbox 360 Elite.
The Elite part doesn't matter. It's just the fact that it was black.
Yeah.
It's a black Xbox. It's cool. Different. My friend
Is
had a
the
white
one
one.
out there black? No, the black ones are on the
We've
cover.
got a black and white.
I've got like 5 black
I've
ones.
like
To
8.
be honest.
My point is,
The one in the house is
probably I wouldn't be as into gaming as I am
If
if
it
I'd
wasn't for
stuck
the
with a
Xbox.
Wii and a PlayStation 2.
yeah, if it wasn't for the Xbox 360.
If it wasn't for the Xbox 360,
That's
the
fair.
ability to play the Assassin's Creed series, which I know whatever now, but Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood and Revelations is an amazing trio of games. I do not care what you tell me about Assassin's Creed 3. I enjoyed playing as Connor, and I thought the change in story was refreshing and interesting. But I accidentally shot a woman.
I thought I shot the woman.
Oh, I think you did what. You
Oh,
shot
what?
the
This is so fast.
woman. No, I shot the woman.
No.
Stop shooting women, Andrew.
What's blue? Oh, that one's blue.
Okay, I'm winning.
I don't know the colours of the PlayStation controller because I'm not using a PlayStation controller. Oh man, I shot a woman.
Oh yeah, I've got an alarm going.
Why?
To remind me to go to a party that I'm supposed to be at right now, but instead of recording a podcast. What? I totally hit that. Oh, it's a tie again.
7! Darn it.
The Xbox 360 got me to working here, was impactful in my life. I played Assassin's Creed games, I played Split Second, which is another game that comes to mind. My dad played Forza every day I got home from school.
Blur's better.
Split Second's better. That one has a better story. That one you're on a TV show. Talking about driving games. When was the last time a driving game got nominated for Game of the Year? Probably Forza, actually. Anyway, Xbox 360, not my favourite Christmas gift ever, but most impactful.
Most impactful, okay.
So, favourite, most impactful, or best
For me,
for you? If you've got one that comes to your mind.
I'm old, I can't even remember that many Christmases ago.
Oh yes, I love this one.
Oh, not again. Right, I'm in. Okay, go.
Oh no, I messed up.
See you later, sucker!
I got my my controller, the D-pad, wrong. I think I broke this controller.
Destroy the last time.
It was bad.
I think your last time.
I won the last 3 though.
6.9.
I won the last 3 times we played this.
Yeah, that's fair. I honestly couldn't tell you. I've had so many awesome gifts over the years. I don't know. Christmas has never been a really big. I don't know.
I was thinking about this. We should have decorated the bathroom way more for December, but it's like October is Arcade's Christmas.
Okay, we had planned to do that, and Michelle had made a plethora of really cheesy paper decorations, like the ones you used to make at school.
Don't say that. Michelle's watching.
But we never put them up. So it's what it is. You know
Next
what?
year.
I decorated the arcade as best I could with limited decorations, and you know, yeah.
So the answer to that question is you don't know.
I don't know.
It's just too much.
Next question.
I don't have any more questions.
Oh, you're on
we
that
can
too.
end
Oh
here.
no, it's gonna explode! Attention.
Please stop. We'll play one
press
more of these.
X 1 to 3 times
Pass the next player.
with circle.
Okay.
Oh right, okay.
Alright, so okay. Explode on 0.
Okay.
Okay. First and second place qualify.
Presses until explosion. So you can press it as many times as you want, and then pass it with circle.
I did. It's not working.
You're pressing X.
Oh, it's. That's why. It's because X is not X, because I'm using a Xbox controller.
So you have to count this. Are you going for all 3?
I'm going for different things.
I'm going for different numbers too, so there's 9 left.
I shouldn't have done that, I should have done 2. You have to pass it. You have to pass it.
No. No, it's going to come at me.
You have to press it at least once.
No!
Yeah!
Darn
it! Boom shakalak, boom,
Didn't count
boom
that right at
shakalak.
all.
Okay, I have to just go against this person now, this computer.
Yeah, so you versus CPU.
I do have one more thing to say before we sign off.
What is your last thing?
You'll hear it in a second once I finish this.
Sure, it goes through this.
There we go. Screw you, CPU. You have to press it once. I win. I'm the
Well
master of bombs.
Well played.
Oh wow, that's a statement. Last thing I want to say. Thank you for everyone that's watching this, or is going to watch this. We'll hopefully do this whenever we have free time, maybe more often than that.
I'm sorry he's so ugly.
You're wearing my shirt. We'll try and
Did
do.
it fit you? Is that the problem?
Oh, that's actually true. You can see my nipples through that shirt. It's made for skinny
That's why
goths.
I'm wearing two shirts actually.
Oh really? Is it the same for you?
Yeah, underneath this I'm
Oh,
wearing
that answers so many
a Nike
questions.
baseball shirt actually. So
Oh, that is true.
that's pretty. Sweet.
We will try and make one of these once a month. It might not always be on Twitch. It might not always end up on YouTube, but we will try and make one of these once a month.
If we get bored, might make one once a week.
Yeah, that might happen. I'm just saying at least once a month.
If Michelle's
So-
here, she can run the shop, and then you and I can just talk.
Yeah, but
crap
then
and-
there'll be kids screaming. As much as I love all the kids.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to say is next Sunday is our Christmas thing. There is a kids 1, 12 till 3, adults 1, 4 till 7. No cartridge fees for December. Show up, bring some booze. It's £15 ticket. Free gaming plus free fried chicken and a gift. Like you can't get much better than fried chicken and gifts. The other thing I want to say, this is future importance. Just like Cyberpunk 2077 is future importance because that reflects how the world is going to be when we're old. When I'm 77, that's what the world's going to be like, and I'm still going to be wearing hoodies and skinny jeans.
Draw again.
January 20th.
It's a draw again.
I want to start talking about this now.
What?
January 20th.
No. Oh, and cake. Michelle says there will be cake.
And there will
You
be
know, actually, before you get into that, there's one thing
Yeah.
I want to talk about. So we have an online store.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Our merch is available for Christmas presents. The final date of post is December 20th for first class post.
6 days from now.
To guarantee, I would say the 19th would be the best time to get your orders in by the 18th so that we can have everything packaged up and ready to go the next day. So our posters, our postcards and our badges are all available on our website. So jump on there quick. What we're doing is if anyone orders a poster, you're getting a free arcade pass, which gives you 30 minutes of arcade time. Don't know if you can see that on the camera.
Probably.
So you get 30 minutes of free arcade time when you buy a poster on our website or in store for December. So get in here quick and get on that because that offer is only going to be running for the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
So yeah, our posters, our postcards and our badges all available online or in store So grab them. Perfect Christmas presents for anybody who loves video games in your life.
As I said, as I was trying to say, January 20th is going to be R-CADE's 1 year anniversary.
1 year anniversary since we opened.
Which obviously is still a month and 6 days away, but I just want people to earmark that date. Even if we don't do any special event.
No,
or anything.
we're not
If we don't, still just swing by and say what's up. We want to see all the lovely faces we've seen over the last year. It's been pretty cool, even though I've only been here for 4 or 5 months. We cannot remember. People still don't know that I work here, and people who do hate me.
We did have somebody in going, so when did you start?
5 months ago, I don't know.
He's been here for ages. He's part of the furniture now.
Let us know what you think of this style of thing. We've been going for about an hour. Do you want it to stay at an hour? Do you want to be longer than that? Do you want to be shorter than that?
We're done. I think that's us just hit boom. That's the hour mark on Twitch straight there.
I was just saying. Let us know anything. We've got the R-CADE Glasgow Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, where we're going to be posting this as a podcast, and we'll do for future ones. We've also got personal social media you can find wherever you want. And if you just have any comments for us about making this better, although I don't think that's possible, this was pretty good, or any topic suggestions or things for future things.
This sounds pretty good.
I keep staring over there. I'm sorry.
Were we equal at the end of that? I totally missed the end of Bishi Bashi.
No, you beat me like 3-4.
Was it
3? No, sorry, 3-1.
3-1.
But I won all the climbing ones apart from that one. So.
Yeah, you've lost one climbing one, but the rest were all you.
I'm good at climbing, apparently.
At least it was an NBA Jam. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, next time. Game suggestions for conversations,
totally.
Suggestions for everything. Let us know.
Whatever you want to see us play, just let us know. I'll get it up.
Or if you just want to see photos of the things we're talking about. If you would have rather seen a photo of like Celeste, the game we were talking about, rather than us playing a game, let us know. We can do these things.
Totally, we can have everything prepared and current and up on the screen for when we're actually talking about it. On the back of that, our normal events are coming out. I've got a load of announcements coming out for new events that are going to be happening. The first Saturday of January after Christmas and New Year's are all done. The 5th, when we open back up, we will be doing a quiz night again. So quiz night's back. It's going to be a 2018 special.
Oh yes!
Did I not tell you about this?
No, but what was Game of the Year? Celeste. No, sorry. New Super Mario's.
So first quiz month, Brain Fart Quiz Night, Geek Quiz Night of January is going to be all about 2018. Which
celebrity has died?
So yeah, that's coming up. On top of that, we'll have Basic coming up. We'll have our LGBT gaming event as well. I've got a load of announcements. We've got an amazing new offer for gaming that's coming up as well. We'll be announcing it soon. Hundreds of stuff, and I'm trying to kind of keep it all in until after Christmas is done because
you get extra presents. Thank you for whoever is watching right now and whoever will be watching the Send Nudes podcast from R-CADE Glasgow. I'm Sam. That's Andrew, the person who runs the place. Thank you. And looks like you're brushing your teeth. See you later. See you next time. Have a good night.